And there we go. Okay, finally. Okay, took a little while to get everything set up. Oh, let me just move this a bit. That's better. Hello, everyone. I was in a much better mood before I started this stream. Oh my lord. News literally just broke. I just. I was looking at the news before I went to school today, and they were talking about the possibilities of a military strike against Syria. I was gonna put my opinion on that out there, but. Well, the military strike has happened. Uh, America has shot missiles at at a military base in Syria. I'm not gonna lie. Even back when Obama was president, I was not a fan of the idea of going to war against Syria. But it looks like that's going to happen now. I'm not sure how far this military intervention is going to go. I. Sorry. I'm not sure if people in the United States understand how serious of a thing going to war really means. With the exception of like the War of 1812 and the Civil War and the Revolutionary War, America has never really had to fight a war on its own soil. But there are a lot of countries that have had to fight it, and most of those countries don't want to go to war. I mean, there are a few of them, like for example Russia, that is like sometimes you wonder, but most of them don't. I don't know how applicable this is into um, the U.S. scene, but in Japan there's a term. It's called heiwa boke. It's commonly used to describe young people who are more military oriented and more willing to be accepting, more accepting of the idea of Japan using its military for more than just defending itself. Heiwa boke literally means heiwa is peace, boke is to forget, so it means you've forgotten peace. Sometimes I think America as a country is that. This is one of those moments. I don't expect Democrats to oppose this move. Not gonna lie. Like, even Obama was saying that there was a red line when the Syrian government using chemical weapons was a red line. In the end, it ended up to where he didn't do anything. And even then, I was not a fan of the idea of going to war with Syria. Although, to be fair, my opinion on the matter was not as well thought out as it is right now, because back then I was in high school. I just. We are now directly involved in the conflict in Syria. Whether you want it to be that way or not. Trump ran on a campaign of not doing things like that. He's probably going to argue that the chemical weapons thing, because the justification for this strike is that the Syrian government used chemical weapons. I'm willing to believe the Syrian government used chemical weapons. I do believe that is most likely the case. If it's not the Syrian government, it is definitely not the secular moderate Syrian rebels. It's probably a different rebel faction that is extremist in one way or another, be it Muslim extremist or some other kind of extremist. But I do not believe that it is the Free Syrian Army that did that chemical weapons strike, at the very least. But it seems the West has decided that, without a doubt, it is the Syrian government. I'm not sure, but that's only because I don't have all the information in front of me. I mean, give me more information, my opinion could very well change. Someone, somewhere, if this video gets enough views, is probably going to ask, what is your proposed solution? What would your solution for the Syria matter been? Because the Syrian government using chemical weapons is not good, but I'm not gonna lie. I don't have a solution. This is a... the whole chemical weapons thing was from the beginning... I think it was from the beginning a problem without a solution. Or at least a good solution. I don't think there is any easy answer. I was surprised to find out that the decision to do a military strike against Syria happened today, because it was literally last night and this morning that I was reading that the White House was discussing the possibility. This seems fast. I understand that sometimes in governance, decisions had to be made fast. But a decision like the use of military force against a foreign nation, that is something that I don't think should be taken lightly. War is a serious thing. I know that a lot of people are gonna listen to that and say, well, duh. But, like, I'm not sure if people realize just how serious it is. Go to Japan and visit any of the museums on the war. Although be careful about some of them, because some of them are biased. Go to Germany, visit any of the museums. Go to France, visit any of the museums. Go to Korea, visit any of the museums. Go to China, Nanjing, visit the museum there. War brings out the worst in humans. Yes, I saw Rescrits. I'm not sure if it's gonna become more than missiles. I wouldn't put it beyond Trump. I was not a fan of war against Syria in 2013, I think it was. I was not a fan of the idea then. I'm still not a fan of it now. I feel like the United States just threw itself into a quagmire. I don't think this is going to end well for anybody involved. Syria, America, the Free Syrian Army, Russia, it doesn't matter. I don't think it's going to end well for anyone. I have, like, an entire list of other issues that I was going to talk about today. Because the past few days have been, like, a long news cycle. A lot has happened. I was. I mean, like, I was gonna do a stream yesterday, but let's just say I got mad at one of my teachers, and I'm sorry, I wasn't going to do a stream when I was mad, that mad. I've done it before, and I feel like it wasn't a pleasant experience for anyone involved. So, yeah. But this news, I found out about this literally as I was setting up to do this stream. It's like I had started it, and then the music was playing, you know, the music that I played when I'm waiting for people to come sign on for the stream. And then I found out. And then all the ideas I had for stuff to talk about, I was going to talk about some of the new changes YouTube is making to the advertising system, some of the stuff that's happening in Congress right now, specifically with Neil Gorsuch, the Supreme Court nominee. It's all... Looks like my sister just got home. I don't know what to say. It's just... I was going to talk about what I thought of the idea of a military strike, but it actually fucking happened. And I think, judging by my reaction, you can tell what my feelings about it is. I hope this doesn't get out of hand. Now that it's happened, it's happened. This could end bad for everyone. Let's hope it doesn't. For the record, yeah, I think I may have said this earlier, but I do not expect Democrats or Republicans to object against this move. And if anyone does, especially Democrats, if any Democrat does object to it, listen to what they say very carefully. Is it because Trump did it? Yeah. The question I would ask is it because Trump did it? Or is it because they genuinely oppose the war? Like, apparently, at the Women in the World Summit, Hillary Clinton called for airstrike against Syrian airfields. Raskers, I understand that a lot of people would feel like we can't sit back and do anything. It's just, to me, just the very idea of going to war is something that I can't get behind it, unless there's some really special circumstances, and I know a lot of people would consider this as special circumstances, but no, I would require something more like our country being directly attacked kind of more. Stuff could spread into towns and farms and could linger for years. I would just like to point out that if we screw up our strikes, we could very easily end up causing that ourselves. Besides, how do you expect this to end? We attack the Syrian government and then what? Seriously, and then what? What would we gain from doing this? Another military conflict that we're gonna be stuck in forever? Why is the thing lagging? Fact of the matter is, Raz, this is not a situation which has any easy solution. And if any politician says that, oh, military strikes is going to solve everything, no. They're lying through their teeth whether they know it or not. Why the hell is my thing lagging? What is this? Encoding overloaded. Encoding overloaded? What? How? It's probably because I have a shit computer.
What the fuck?
What?
It's like 32 pages. I'm not gonna print out 32 pages. He sent me page 391 to 401. 394 to 401. Oh, okay. So I only need to print out 7 pages.
Oh, is encoding getting overloaded again? Encoding overload. How the hell am I supposed to... I don't get what this thing... What do you want me to do? I've used all of the default encoding that this lets me use. I can't really change the settings while I'm doing the stream. Maybe there's something in the background that's causing this. Ah, yes, that might be it. Oh my god, WaterFox is using 1.3 gigabytes of memory. That could be it. Okay, so just wait a bit while I restart the web browser. Apparently my Ant video downloader has been updated. Okay, now waiting for everything to load on the side of my stream. Settings, quality 240p. Okay. And it is loaded. I am back on the chat and able to communicate with people. I understand why people would want to intervene in the situation in Syria. Don't get me wrong. I actually understand why people would want to. It's just the very idea of intervening with the military. I'm not saying chemical weapons is good. I don't have a good alternative to a military strike if that's what you want me to try and give you. I'm recycling what I've already said, but fuck it, I'll say it again. I really do not have a good alternative to a military strike, but
Kobe,
What?
you wanna go stop out with Kayla?
Where?
Huh? Starbucks?
Right now?
war is a
like
serious
she
thing.
or studying.
And if this gets America involved in another war, like it most likely will, the only question is how much will we get involved? That's...
Is she done with the class?
I don't know. But she texted me.
That's fine with me.
Tyler wants him to play pick on his piece for Composer Symposium.
Why is that?
Huh?
Tyler Owen?
Yep.
Is that for the heroes one or a different one?
What do you mean?
Is this for
Composer
the
Symposium.
Oh,
A
this is a
different
different
one.
thing. This is a different thing. Do it. Show Miki that you're better than her.
Should I bring my laptop?
Huh?
Should I bring my laptop for studying?
Up to you.
So that I can do research? Yeah, no, I need to take somewhere.
2 for 5.
Wow, this is the busiest shit day for me.
I should probably just move on to a topic other than the military strike against Syria, because this is just really depressing for me.
Kobe?
So, what can I go on about? Well, YouTube's made some changes. Changes that will negatively affect me because it basically means that I might not be able to make much money from YouTube. Not that I was making any at all to begin with. I've gotten exactly $0.00 from them. But yeah, so basically, YouTube's rolled out some new requirements for the YouTube Partner Program, and one of the new requirements is your channel must have at least 10,000
Oh, I've got enough
views,
candy.
10,000 video views total. Now, I'm glad that it's 10,000 video views and not 10,000 subs. Because 10,000 video views is way easier to do, but it does also mean that anyone who's just starting up on YouTube will have a harder time. I can sort of see why YouTube is doing this, though. I mean,
Why do I have no more staples? Where's my other staple? They're both blue.
YouTube is kind of in trouble with a lot of advertisers, so they had to do something. I mean, YouTube is a company; they need to make money, otherwise they'll eventually go away. Now, don't get me wrong; I think YouTube needs a good competitor so that they can like get their butt kicked a little bit and actually get their freaking stuff back into high gear. I don't think there's really ever going to be a good competitor to YouTube, but here's hoping.
Let's go, Kobe. Let's go. Let's go, Kobe. Let's go.
Seriously? Are you?
Kobe.
What?
You think what's happening is Raz, so you think what's happening is Google freaking the fuck out because they need to meet demands between advertisers and content creators?
Hey, it's movie tickets.
Yeah!
Ah.
It's not good publicity that your ads are funding terrorist groups. Well, depends on who you're talking about, although, yeah, I can see what you mean. In some cases, I haven't really seen that directly myself, but I can very easily see it happening considering the way that YouTube works.
Let's go. To school.
Why are you excited about that?
Because I need to study for my test.
Still not.
I need to study.
I mean, yeah, Google is kind of stuck in a in between a rock and a hard place with this. I mean, they're trying to make both sides. Actually, I don't even know if they're trying to make both sides happy. Lately, it feels like they're just focusing on purely the advertisers and like screw some of the content creators.
I'm excited to get an A plus. Wouldn't you be excited to get an A plus?
I will say though, the 10,000 views thing, I might not like it. It'll definitely hurt people that are just starting out on YouTube. But at the same time, I can understand why Google is doing it. It's not like pulling something stupid out of left field or something. It's understandable. You sent me a link. YouTube video. Something about YouTube's demonetization, and it is a YouTube video, so I kind of can't watch it at the moment. So this is a video where Troy Leavitt, I probably am mispronouncing that, supposedly explains what's really happening. Honestly, I don't see how it's anything different from what I've said. YouTube's just freaking the fuck out because of creators, because of the whole shit going down with the advertisers pulling their their revenue from YouTube. So yeah, I think it's about time YouTube start cracking down on some kinds of hate speech that is on YouTube. It's just the question I have is where's the line between what constitutes as hate speech that can be demonetized and what is free speech that advertisers will have to pick and choose whether or not they want their ads to show up on. I don't know where that line is, honestly. I don't. I mean, I wish I had an answer, but I don't. Fundamentally, I believe everyone should be allowed to voice their opinion, no matter how despicable said opinion is. But at the same time, I can see why YouTube, a private corporation, would want to limit the amount of ads that show up on hateful content. And what is the line then between free speech and hate speech? Don't get me wrong, YouTube actually does not have to allow free speech on their website. I mean, they're a private corporation, they are under no legal obligation to do it. The First Amendment of the US Constitution only protects you against the government. So, like, if you say something bad about a company that you work for, you can be fired, and that is not protected under the First Amendment. You would not be protected under the First Amendment. There's just no. If you say something bad about the company you work for, you can expect to be fired and you will not be able to do anything about it. Because that free speech only protects you from the government censoring you. It does not protect you from private entities. And YouTube is a private entity, so they are under no legal obligation to allow for true free speech on their website. But do they have a moral obligation? I don't know. Fundamentally, I believe they should allow it. But at the same time, they have to please their advertisers. Otherwise, no one's going to put ads on YouTube, and then YouTube doesn't make money if no one puts ads on YouTube. This is something that I think is going to take a while for everyone to figure out. Like, YouTube and content creators and the advertisers. It's not going to be. This is going to be an ongoing problem for at the very least this year, but my guess is it'll probably last for years on end before anyone figures out what a good solution is. YouTube is a new platform, especially for advertisers, so don't expect things to start working well anytime soon. I'm sort of confident that YouTube will eventually figure it out. I think it might. YouTube would have better incentive to figure it out if they actually had a real competitor that could compete with YouTube on equal footing, but they don't. Supposedly, according to the people from YouTube, the new guidelines on YouTube partners, the whole 10,000 views thing is mainly directed towards people who upload content that are stolen, which I don't understand how this is supposed to really stop them. I don't think it will. I mean, stolen content gets a shit ton of views all the time. Hello there, Gabriel. thank you for joining us. But YouTube has also said they are going to make the requirements for becoming a partner more strict, which that one I can understand. I know there are a lot of like asterisks that go there in terms of questions that I have for YouTube, like, okay, what kind of channels are going to be allowed? If you say something that people won't like be a left wing, will this like be targeting certain political viewpoints? Will this, all those kinds of questions. How does this affect the freedom of people to express themselves on YouTube? Things like that. But overall, I do believe that YouTube needs to get shit under control. So this, yeah, Gabriel, exactly what you said. This was bound to happen sooner or later. There's gonna be a system that's gonna have its kinks. Don't expect everything to be good. Fully expect in a little while content creators to start complaining a lot about the problems with this, because this will have problems. I guarantee you that there will be some kind of problems. Anyone who tells you that this is going to be a completely 100% smooth rollout either doesn't know what they're talking about or works for YouTube. Because this is not going to be something that is going to go over smoothly. There's going to be a lot of kinks. Let's hope that at the end of the tunnel, though, there is light. I don't believe YouTube is fundamentally an evil organization, so I do believe they will try and find something that pleases everyone. But until then, we're in for a roller coaster ride. I mean, fundamentally, YouTube is in it to make money, so they'll find a way eventually. It might take a while, but eventually. Yeah, it is gonna be a long ass tunnel, Gabriel. It's gonna be one long tunnel. Two, 4, 6, 8. What else is there to talk about? Oh, yes. Republicans have officially used the nuclear option. So, yep. Supreme Court nominations now only have to be done with a simple majority. No filibusters allowed. This is going to be bad. I'm not gonna lie. I would have preferred that Democrats compromised and, prevented I'm more scared about the nuclear option than I am of Gorsuch. Just putting that out there. I've said that in the last stream. I am more scared of the nuclear option than I am of Gorsuch. So, wow, the damage to the Supreme Court from this is going to be real. I think one of the politicians said that. Now, I hope that Republicans will stop here. I don't know, though. I don't know if that'll happen. If the filibuster, the end of the filibuster is extended to... If the end of the filibuster is extended to the regular legislation, expect the end of all bipartisan cooperation. Like, don't expect the Supreme Court to get a lot more partisan because of this. The need to find judges that have moderate viewpoints has literally just gone flying out the window. And that is not going to be coming back. Democrats have already said that if they ever regain control of the Senate, they will not be bringing that back, the filibuster for our Supreme Court nominees. So yeah. Shit's going down abroad, shit's going down in America. Hey, is anyone in Europe, do you feel good like just watching America burn? I mean, I feel horrible saying something like that, but like sometimes, you look at it and it's like, are they just watching us burn? You know what I mean? I don't mean it in an insulting way. I literally mean it's just I feel like the country is just going downhill. I'm not saying that other countries don't have problems. They do have problems. It's just I'm not sure if the same kind of I'm pretty sure the same kind of partisan atmosphere that you see in the United States is not found abroad. Remember Syria, the gas attack? Oh, I already talked about that, Gabriel. The gas attack is the reason why the missile strike happened. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Syria. Okay, Gibby, I kind of don't want to talk about Syria right now. I just talked about Syria earlier in the video, and I do not want to go on about it again. It's just. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Yeah, Gabriel, I know you. You say you're venting, so I saw that. I just. I don't have much else to talk about than what I've already mentioned. Trump signed into law the stuff that would get rid of internet privacy. On the ISP level, anyway. But honestly, that's not news. We all expected it to happen. I mean, seriously, we did not. What did you expect Trump to do? Not sign it into law? Send me something on Discord. Oh. Oh, Good News Network. Okay, let's hope that it actually loads on Waterfox properly. Uh-oh. That's not good. My browser is not loading the link. Shite. Come on. There we go. Judge orders chimp to be freed from zoo enclosure in historic ruling. This happened in Argentina. Oh, so her two mates died. Oh, that's not. So an animal rights group sued to try and get the ape moved to a sanctuary in Brazil. Judge Maria Alejandra of the Third Court of Guarantees of the Judiciary in the Argentinian state of Mendoza ruled that Celia was subject to non-human rights of health and happiness. Oh, I can see why the Good News Network will put us on this, but it does bring up 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. A controversial issue in that what rights do animals have? But that's like an entire can of worms that I don't want to open right now. So let's just be glad that this chimp is finally going to be heading out to a happier place. Like the exact details of it, actually, the Good News Network probably doesn't realize it, but it does bring up a bunch of philosophical questions. But you know what? I'll just take the good news and deal with the other questions later on. SeaWorld, okay. Gabriel, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Mainly because SeaWorld has so many controversies. I mean, seriously, the SeaWorld has so many controversies. So, yeah, it's not a matter of I don't know what SeaWorld's done wrong. It's more a matter of which one are you talking about? Which controversy of the so many that they've been in? Killer whales, okay. Vaguely remember something about that. I thought you were going to talk about the SeaWorld buys dolphins in Japan and other countries where it's legal to catch dolphins. But it's illegal to, catch and sell dolphins in the U.S. So what SeaWorld does is they just go to other countries and buy it in other countries and then import it into the U.S., which is apparently legal, by the way. I don't. That seems like a major loophole in the law. But I vaguely remember something about killer whales a while ago. Hold on, let me just quickly look it up. Yes. That's it. Yes, now I know what it is. Okay. Infinity loophole. What the hell do you mean, Gabriel? What in the world is an infinity loophole? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Excuse me. Buy dolphins in another country, then bring it to the USA, and no one catches it. Technically, I think what's happened is not that it's illegal to catch it. I think it's that it's illegal to sell, like, a live dolphin. I think the loophole is that it might be illegal to sell, but it's not illegal to buy. I'm not sure though. You'd have to talk to an actual lawyer to like figure out the exact specific details about the loophole. I am not a lawyer, and I know almost zilch about U.S. law, so yeah. I mean, there's a few things I know, but like, talk to a lawyer. Talk to a lawyer. I am not a lawyer. Lawyers know way more than I do. So yeah, just talk to a lawyer. Oh, what is that you need to tell me, Gabriel? And please make it fast because I think it's just one more and then I'm gonna get off. Oh, EU4. I haven't played that game in a long time. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So you almost took over the USA with Mexico in EU4. Well, Europa Universalis 4. The most realistic, unrealistic simulator. It's not really a simulator, but still. It is the most unrealistic, yet at the same time realistic history simulator. Discord tonight. Probably. I mean, I cannot guarantee it because I do have work to do, but probably. I'll try to be on Discord. Okay. Alright, see you, Gabriel. I'll be getting off of this stream real soon, too, so. This is the last. This is number 15. Okay, so this is 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15. All right. And I will see you guys. Yeah, please like and share this if you enjoyed it. And yeah, I will see you guys again tomorrow or the day after or something. I don't know. Lately, school has been a pain. I fell behind and I'm trying to catch up. So yeah, that's why I haven't been on the stream as much. Also, I'm not that much stressed because I'm almost done. This is gonna be like, we're now under 100, by the way. Yay, under 100. So yeah, I will see you guys whenever I stream again. Alright. It'll be soon, I promise. Bye!